Welcome back to Classical Grooming. Today I thought we changed the format a little bit as we talked about Jeris Musk for Men. Jeris is a line that I knew growing up as a barber's son of hair tonics. So I didn't even know that they had an aftershave until I stumbled across this. And I wanted to talk about this exclusively in this particular segment because what I talk about this one can apply to other aftershaves as you buy them from Panad Clubman or any other source. So the Jeris Musk for Men is actually a Panad Clubman product. I'm guessing that they bought Jeris a while back and they've taken their products and put them in their own line, leaving them under the Jeris name. When I first received this, I wasn't impressed. It had a bit of a bite to it, and it didn't smell particularly musky, it just smelled kind of bitter. Then I took it for a shave. My opinion was pretty much the same. And after I finished the shave and put the Jeris on, it didn't strike me as a musk. It smelled more like a sour sweat odor to it, and it wasn't pleasant at all. But I try everything twice. That's kind of my rule when it comes to fragrance products. And the second time I used it, it was actually quite lovely. There was a nice sweet musk to it, and I was glad I did it. So what's the difference? Well, it could be me, right? It could be my sense of smell for the day. Maybe I wasn't feeling particularly well the first time I used it. It could be the fact that I did it differently, used a different shave soap, or the second time I put it on, I put more on, so I could really get into the experience, so I could give a good review of the product. Or it could be something that a lot of people have identified with Panad Clubman products and some other products in general that are shipped in plastic, is that there's something about the packaging in and of itself that doesn't allow the aftershave to breathe, and it tends to take on a sour or a sharp note to it. So I think that's what happens with Jeris, right? The first time I opened it, and the bottle had been actually opened for about 10 or 20 minutes, and I closed it after my first shave, and having been allowed to kind of breathe for a while, the odor had changed. So I would give Jeris Musk a 6 out of 10 for the scent. I found it to be sweet and lasted about an hour and a half. It was very gentle, didn't project a whole lot. That was kind of what I look for in most of my aftershaves. The skin feel was about a 5 out of 10, kind of a typical alcohol-based skin feel. And the skin conditioning was also roughly about a 5 out of 10. So would I rebuy this? Yes, I would. I enjoyed it. But there's a caveat. I would keep this stored in a glass bottle. So first thing I'm going to do when I go home is I'm going to pour some of the contents of this bottle into a glass bottle and cap it. There's something about being in glass, something about having a space of air above it, which allows the fragrance to soften and mature a bit. And I think that would lead to a better experience for you if you do that with Jeris, if you decide you like the product and you want to give it a spin. It only cost me about $8 for a it only cost me about $8 for a 14-ounce bottle, and this is something I intend to continue using. Now, as this bottle is used, I might change my mind, but after 2 uses, it's a win, with the caveat that it's stored in something other than the bottle it's shipped in. Thank you so much for visiting the channel. If you're not a member yet, please subscribe or follow. And if you enjoyed this particular video, please hit the like button.